stay online until X, but we have to be done with Bjornheim. Bjornheim has to be behind us. We have so much. We've spent literally like 3 months of our real lives in
The
Bjornheim.
worst thing a DM could ever tell a group to do is what he wants them to do.
Right.
He'll just make us do it either way.
Because you gave us
this one is pretty straightforward. I think the only thing that could possibly happen is they leave Torment behind. Did you at least roll a backup?
Hector's coming back, motherfucker.
Did you at least roll a backup character or anything?
I can do that pretty quickly, but yeah.
Okay.
You make that shit.
Just in case.
Make him less of an asshole, will you?
He's chaotic evil. What do you want from him?
You know what? Maybe you know what? Maybe your next next character is gonna be lawful good. Maybe your next character is paladin.
We're supposed to be evil.
So then he dies.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Are we streaming it?
Lawful good character joining your group. Immediately murdered by Gorgo.
Gorgo swat Gorgo.
Like good lawful jelly.
But not before he licked something that you spit out.
Okay. Gorgo, you should have taken a
but it's coming.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Okay, we are streaming. It sounds like I can hear it.
Okay,
so Dan,
welcome.
by the way, I've already during the I got my armor. It was this beautifully hand-stitched, wonderful piece of leather, and I was already sawing at it while we were talking about Project Mayhem. The whole waist I basically took off. Just left a long uneven strip basically in the front, like kind of half-assed groin protection. And then once we decided we had to go, I wasn't quite finished, so I just tore the rest off. So it's just a kind of a mess down there. So this beautiful piece of artwork is just completely wrecked, but that's my style.
That's your style. Okay, I like it. And I saw some pictures that the rest of the group shared. So why don't we quickly? We'll go around the room. Everybody can describe their armor. But before we do that, let's do a quick recap of last week's session. So I sent out a text with a recap of last week's session. There was a lot happened last week. It was an action-packed week. So let's see, what do we do? When we last left our adventurers, the party finished the many quests that were required to support Larma in creating the underwater breathing potions that you so desired, so that you could pull off this epic heist in Bjornheim. After a very intense all-night armor crafting bender, Torment, who tried to help, awoke to find a dead human woman in Larma's shop. But unfortunately, the armor was finished, but the underwater breathing potions were not. Then Dudley came in. He saw this woman dead on the ground, and you saw a moment of real, raw emotion from Dudley. He was very upset that this woman had died. And then he proclaimed that it was time to initiate Project Maelstrom. You then went back to the headquarters, the paper company, and it went through kind of like a plan. He had a big map of the underground tunnels, and you guys have this plan for how you guys are going to infiltrate the underground tunnels. You're going to rob the Bear King's vault. You're going to retrieve the keystone that you've been missing, and you're also going to escape the city. So there's a lot going on. To start the heist, the first step was to engage a prison riot, and as Ezekiel, Torment, Cassian, and Pussy Booger decided to get themselves arrested, Torment was immediately scuttled off elsewhere. We don't know where Torment is at the moment. The remaining folks from that group, they made it into the prison quarter of Bjornheim, where they met. Does anybody remember who we got to see?
Where?
In the prison.
Oh, what's his name? Pussy
Got
guy.
to see Exotic Zhao, the Tiger King. He gave you guys some information. He also was very integral in helping start a prison riot. Dismas,
that's right.
Dismas, sensing that something was wrong, he headed across the city and got to the prison quarter just in time to hear the riot starting. And I think, actually, if I'm not mistaken, met up with the group that was infiltrating the underground tunnels. So we have 3 characters in one part of the underground tunnel, plus Pussy Booger, who probably needs some kind of a token. I don't know. I don't have a great token for him. Here's.
Oh, I can find you a pussy booger token.
That's right. I got one.
Good call, Dan. Good call.
And then
Brought to you by.
Primordial
award-winning Primordial Secrets.
Hey, yes. Don't
I
forget
apologize.
the winning.
That's very true.
In the next deck, if you get a pussy booger figure, then you win the grand prize of another free deck.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
cool. What else we got going on? What is this? Why do you guys have like weird red like dots on you? Whatever. Okay, so here we are. So let us begin our.
Oh, we got that cool map too.
What?
We got that cool map too.
Sure did.
You did get a cool map, a map of finding that is pretty cool. Okay, so first let's go around the horn. Everybody can describe their super cool armor that they received from Larma. Gorgo, why don't you go first?
Larma took Gorgo's turtle shell that he had with him and made it into a full turtle shell back plate. And it's got a little slit on there he could put his maul on too.
He needs Ninja Turtle vibes.
Oh yeah.
And you took of the 3 options that we offered for magical armor, you took magic armor of protection.
Yes,
So it's going to give you +2 AC, and once per day you can cast the shield spell, correct?
Yeah, so that's pretty much me sucking my whole limbs inside the shell for 1 second, once a day.
Once a day.
I feel like you should do that with disadvantage. You're a big
Because
guy.
I don't have magic powers, so I wouldn't be able to be
Big turtle.
That's pretty
real
cool.
life. You know,
Turtle.
He's the
Right.
tank.
You're responsible to give me magic powers, so I figured it'd be better off I could just suck myself into it.
Okay.
You are the tank.
Perfect. Then Thober, I saw you sent me a cool picture via text. What does your magic armor look like?
So I have scale mail, but instead of like traditional scales, they're almost like little tower shields. And
Okay.
it's not like loose and baggy like you would think of armor. It's almost fitted, so it's athletic cut.
Like a glove?
And I guess I would just say below that for the rest of me, it's probably like a thick leather, like Gimli wore. I don't know. It's like a surcoat, but kind of like a. You know what I mean?
I love it. And
Yeah.
which bonus feature did your armor include?
Protection, I believe, same as Gorgo. I get to cast shield once per day.
Great. That's awesome. All right, Torment. I saw you sent me a really cool picture of a robe. Describe what your armor looks like?
So it's an all black robe. One of the things you can't see in that picture is that it's threaded with red, but it only shimmers with that red, like almost like that like chameleon color that cars have, where it shimmers with red as it moves, but it's pure black, and it's a hooded robe with a cool little sash around it, and
I like that. It has like a scarf that goes down like the front, right?
Yeah.
And then does it have any like cosmetic magical effects? Like when you put the hood up, does anything happen?
Yes. So when I can actually swoosh the robe, like if I pull it before me, it's like freaking Hunger Games where it like swooshes out like a flame like look. And the same thing when I throw my hood up, it almost cascades flames out off my face and down across the rest of my armor.
Non-damaging cosmetic flame.
Yes, it's all cosmetic. It's more like dancing lights. It doesn't do any damage. It just looks really cool.
I love it. Okay, Justin, you started talking about this earlier. You are a wooden chalice. You're in a wooden barrel. Is that what your armor is?
No, so I was kind of comparing, like, you know, in Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, where like
Oh yes.
the unsuspecting armor, because it's like you had to pick like the most
Like Mithril.
ordinary looking cup, and you would be like, oh, that can't be the chalice, right?
That
So,
Jedi robes, man.
but yeah, so basically, like my robes are very like simple, kind of like almost like Jedi temple guard robes from like Clone Wars, So that's kind of what they're like, just like white, just real basic, but
I just
yeah,
started watching Clone Wars. It's good.
that's so good. So, and I have I did the +1 with the protection against magic or any other, like the resistance one.
Right. So you get to have basically resistance against one type of damage, and you can switch it once per day as a bonus action. Now, it's important to note it's a bonus action and not a reaction. So, like, you like if you encounter
Right.
a creature that's like doing a bunch of fire damage, you're gonna have to like take that first hit before you can change technically.
Well,
Okay, so
Dan,
that's
when
my.
I was reading in my description of my armor, it said once per long rest.
Right, once per day.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess technically
a long
it
rest
probably says once per long rest in the features because I don't really use the in-game clock, but it's going
Okay.
to be once per day.
So
Right.
So I guess my question is like, does it start off with a resistance to something that I can change, or do I have to, like how does that? And is it to stay at that? Would I change it to?
It stays at that. So like as soon as you put it on, you can take a bonus action out of combat to say, all right, I want to be resistant to fire damage. That fire resistance would persist until you change it.
And then once I change
or
it,
until I technically just the way magic items work, if you somehow became unattuned to the armor, it would then lose whatever property it gained through attunement.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, but yeah, so and that includes. So I was on the fence about whether I would include like non-magical damage. I went with yes. So that also includes like slashing, piercing, bludgeoning damage as well. So if you're getting like rained down upon with arrows, you can switch it to piercing damage, and then you're going to then be resistant to that damage, but your saving throws against magical effects are probably going to be limited. Not too many magical effects do piercing damage.
There's also a big giant cross in the front of my robes.
I figured there would be.
Yeah. Like real regal too, like a real regal looking cross.
Okay, I love it. Okay, so then Cassian, tell me about your armor.
So mine is I got the resistance to damage, right? Is what I chose.
I think so. I don't know.
But mine is surprisingly, you wouldn't know how this helps me with damage, but it is like a leather harness, a la like S&M conventions.
Nice.
Just across the front with like a leather collar that comes off of it. Just imagine leather and studs.
And
So kind of like Mr. Sinister. Like you got like a leather collar. Do you have like big leather feathers also? Or?
Well, it's like fringe,
The Mr.
like made of
Sinister.
the leather, not actual feathers.
And then the full gimp hood, right? That zips.
Does it come with a chain so that we can walk you around?
I think the answer to that question is no.
No, that's for you guys later. I get it.
Release the
Okay.
gimp.
And yeah, so yours actually is of protection. So that means that you can cast shield once per day. Same as Gorgo.
Oh yeah, Jess. I was surprised if yours was resistance.
And
And-
I can do my shield as like a reaction, right?
Yes, so the spell shield is cast as a reaction. That's right.
So when I cast shield, then I get the mask. Is that what we've decided?
Nice.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, that's perfect.
I love it. I love it.
Protect the mug.
I love that.
And
He
it
ripped
is
all the
this-
way up.
Go get the gimp. Gimp's sleeping. Wake him up.
So then, Dismas, I know that you were describing earlier how yours is made of tattered leather.
Well, no,
which
so it started off really nice. She gave me a very nice, like, full, like, basically, leather and gambeson with, like, the plated skirt and everything. I had to start. It wasn't fitting with my, like, fighting trousers, so I had to, like, start tearing off pieces from the waist.
You mean your pants of brown?
Yes, my pants have brown. Yes. So yeah, I left one plate on the front, but like a lot of it's kind of I did this kind of in a hurry so I could joined the party. So it's a little bit tattered around the waist, but it's still cool.
Okay.
It's very highly reflective, right? Like all the studs in the leather are like, the faster I move, like the more it's just like.
Wait, when you say highly reflective, do you mean like Donkey Lips' character from Dude, Where's My Car?
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, sure.
And by the way, Jordan,
I'm just saying, if
there's
you're
another
fighting
thing
me
to
and I'm
add to the
going,
list for your girlfriend.
yeah.
Damn, Jordan, you gotta put that on the list of movies for her to say.
Yeah,
that's
right.
gotta
There it
go on the
is.
list,
Which
Oh
one?
no, you know what?
Blues or
I
shorts?
got that one wrong.
Dude,
They don't
where's
they
my
don't wear,
car?
bubble
He
wrap.
doesn't know who Donkey Lips is either.
Some
Yeah,
losing
but you
shorts.
want,
Oh,
she knows who Ashton Kutcher is, but dude, where's my car?
Okay, but anyway, I don't want to go down a Google image search rabbit hole and then I get the FBI to my house. Anyway, okay, so so that was great.
Get a VPN blocker.
And then you're the only person who actually chose the of sneaking.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, of sneaking magical effects. So what
Makes
does that
sense.
do?
it allows him to hide.
Yeah, it hide, but it's the way
Very sneaky.
the way I'm sneaking with this thing is it's more of a shirt of distracting, right? All these like reflections and stuff. Like you don't even know where I begin in the wall, where in the wall starts. So
Oh, interesting. Okay,
it's just so
that's
shiny.
that I love this. Anything to make the party weird. Okay, so we're gonna pick up. So you guys have descended a flight of stairs. Well, actually, first we'll give some attention to poor Torment. So Torment, you are in a cell. Judging by this map grid that I drew for you, it's about 10 feet wide and 15 feet across. It's a rectangular cell. If you remember in our last session, you recognized some runes on the ceiling that were carved that are some kind of magic suppressing runes. You tried to do a couple of quick cantrips and you realize you have no access to magic while in this cell. Is there anything you want to do, say, or be before we move on?
Well, this cell, is it in a room or is it completely closed off?
It's completely closed off. So you can see there's a heavy steel door in front of you with a lock on it, but when you tried to use magic on the lock, you weren't able to do it. You also tried to pick it with one of your devilish fingernails and broke your fingernail.
And then all I can do at this point is bang on the door and demand to be released.
Okay. What does that sound like?
Let me out of here!
That was good.
Okay, I love it. That's perfect. Okay, moving on to the group of three. So four. So we've got P. Bugs, we've got Cassian, we've got Ezekiel, and we've got Dismas. Now I'm going to try something new. Let's see how this works. So
P-Bugs.
hold on. There's Dismas. Roll. No, it's contested. Hold on. Skill check. Nope. Sorry. What does this do? There we go. Okay, Dismas. You're going to make a perception check. Did you just get a thing on the screen asking you to roll?
Oh, that's fun.
See?
Whoa.
Ooh, I heard the
I
little.
want to do it.
Some coding.
Great. So with a 20,
Ooh, yeah.
with a 20, Dismas, you survey your surroundings. Maybe you sniff the air a little bit, and you see about a 10-foot wide corridor to the south. And you thinking back to the map that Dudley showed in the paper factory, you very quickly realize this is the way to go if you want to go unlock these magic items.
Okay.
You also become very quickly aware that Torment is not with the group, and you remember from the last session you heard some folks talking about bringing a demon underground somewhere.
Hurry, follow me. They brought Torment down here somewhere, so keep your eyes peeled for fire.
For fire.
Okay, and then Pussy Booger's like, how are we going to shut off the water without the other wizard? I don't even know how to use these spells.
You better get good, Pussy Booger, because we're counting on you.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, Mister.
You gotta get good.
You've been training your whole life for this.
For a
I have.
montage. I start playing like a montage music for like inspiration in the background for like
Okay, great.
Maybe Rocky had a
bardic
montage.
Inspiration to Pussy Booger. He's
Okay,
gonna
keep
need it.
behind me. I look around the corner.
Okay, so as you look around the corner, you see a flight of stairs that going down deeper, and like toward the bottom of the stairs, you see that the tunnels at this point are kind of like filled with water, and maybe there's about an inch of water at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. That inch of water will be nice and muddy for me to look for footprints.
Okay, so let's try this again. Let's make a perception check. Oh, that's the wrong person.
Uh-oh.
Make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
I like this.
I love this little sound that it makes.
I like
I
making
know.
you do all the work for me.
Cassian, are you coming?
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so you examine the water, and with a natural 1, with a total of 6, all of the water has washed away any footprints that you might be able to make any use of. But from where you're standing, what you can see is you can see another flight of stairs, and at the bottom of that flight of stairs, you see moving water that you estimate to be with a 6, you estimate it to be not very deep, like still an inch deep at the bottom of the second flight of stairs.
Okay. They took Torment this way. There was 2 of them with him.
I lead the way.
Let's go.
Okay.
And good luck.
I'm just
Okay.
I'm
You descend these flight of stairs, and you quickly roll a d100. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, you realize the water is actually waist deep, and you find yourself up to like almost your chest in like quickly rushing water.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
We must press on.
Okay, so now you've stepped into the rushing water. Make a strength saving throw, which I can also request from you. Let's see. Strength saving throw.
Oh, I just did it on my own. Sorry.
Oh. Okay, so you pass so the DC was 10, so you pass the check. So you're steadying yourself by like kind of digging your heels in the ground, but this water is moving really quickly, and you can see to the north the source of the water, the first place that Dudley marked on the map where water comes into the chamber.
Okay, Pussy. You're up, bro.
Okay, he says, I'm not much of a swimmer. Can I hold on to you?
Shit, I guess.
Okay, so Pussy Booger like kind of climbs in between Cassian, and he reaches his hand out to grab onto you. So since you're helping him, he will make a strength check with advantage, and since he doesn't have a stat block, I know his strength. He's actually pretty strong. Yeah, so that's 18 plus 3 is 21. So with a 21, he like kind of like slingshots around you, and now he's standing here. And now he says, "Okay, now what?"
Freeze the water such that the flow stops, sir.
Okay. So he tries to remember. Let's see, he's going to make an Arcana check, and he's trying to remember. Okay, good. So 14 plus 4 is going to be an 18. So and he's proficient in Arcana, so that's going to be plenty to pass. So he passes. So he casts his spell, and even though he doesn't remember how to cast a spell, it was a pretty simple spell. And you see him kind of like waving, and all of a sudden, like a sheet of ice kind of comes over where the water was rushing from, and it kind of like shuts off the flow of water. And you see you're still standing in water that's about like chest depth, but it's no longer like rushing quickly. So everybody else should be okay to like kind of come into the water.
Good job. See, I knew you had
shut off
you.
the first. He shut off the first kind of like faucet.
Okay, we must hurry. That won't hold long.
Wait, Ezekiel, are you trying to break the ice?
No, I'm trying to move away from. I move away from that place.
Okay. Yeah,
I know-
so
I know that's what the ice was.
I think
thought
it lasts about an hour as long as I can maintain my concentration.
All right. Well, you keep your noggin on the prize then, bud.
Okay, so you move down the hallway now to and you find the second place where water was coming in from the map. And I guess Pussy Booger's gonna try and do the same thing.
You're up, friend.
Okay. He makes that same Arcana check. He passes with a 17 plus what did I say, 7. He passes the Arcana check with a 24, and he successfully freezes the second point of water. At this point now, the water, you can tell it starts to recede, and it's maybe like ankle deep at this point. Like it quickly starts to kind of like stop being chest deep water.
Excellent.
Perfect.
And then you can see in front of you these like devices. So imagine there's like a log with a bunch of like chains coming down from it, and you very quickly can tell, Dismas, that this is some kind of like gate, that when the water is full, like the log floats and the chains kind of like block your way, and now that the water's come down, you can see that this is like easily passable.
Okay, nice.
Okay, you find a third place where water is coming in, but Pussy Booger leans over to you before you say anything, and he goes, hey, you know I can only freeze 2 things at a time, right? We got to find the other wizard if we want to shut off the rest of the water.
Well, he should be. He couldn't have gone too far, but prepare yourself. You're going to have to pull off a feat of wizarding miracles if we don't find him. So, you just
Don't worry.
And he says, I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
You just hydrate, my friend.
Don't worry.
Well,
you just stay. Jesus will guide us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can Ezekiel walk on water?
No, I'm not like Jesus,
Oh.
but I technically,
Not at this level.
I'm a clergy.
technically,
You make it look like he is.
I do have boots of like double my speed, so I could possibly.
Okay.
Especially with like a wakeboard.
And then Dismas, I'm going to need you to give me one more check. I'm going to need you to give me a survival or nature check. Which one?
Yeah. Can I get a survival?
Sure.
Shit.
Okay, so that's a 4. That's a 9. So with a 9, you notice that there's like weird, maybe like cobwebs or spider webs like along the ceiling in these tunnels, but you're really not making out too much. It's not really making sense to you how like flooded tunnels could have spider webs inside them.
I don't like spiders.
Okay.
We're gonna need some light. Is it like how like lit up is the?
It's dark. You're in the underground tunnels.
Okay, so does anybody have anything that would be?
Well, I think you all have torches, right?
Yeah.
I think you all have dark vision.
We all have dark vision.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't want to be that guy who's like, hey, guess what? I have dark vision. Hey, guess what?
I think we all do.
No,
I
we all do. It's we
Yeah.
don't have to worry about torches.
So with our dark vision, do we see anything different?
Yeah. So I mean, you see. Well, you remember the map from that Dudley had shown you, and you see that there are some winding tunnels in front of you.
Okay. And if I look around me, do I see like large spiderweb formations around?
I mean, you see them along the ceiling.
Okay. All right, guys. Gotta keep our torches lit, and we gotta use them like Mary saw the North Star God in the Three Kings to give Jesus his presence.
While you're giving a sermon, let's go over and see what Thulver and Gorgo are up to at the paper factory.
Hey, Dan, I can't remember, but did our characters get to see the map of this dungeon, or just us?
No, yeah, your characters got to see the map of this dungeon. So Dudley
Doesn't-
laid out this
doesn't ca-
big map of like the
Oh,
entire
okay.
sewer system. And what he and by showing you that, what he did was he kind of like highlighted on the map like where you have to go in order to like get through where you
Right.
need.
So referencing the map is not out of the. Okay.
Ezekiel has an eidetic memory, so he like remembered the map.
Okay. Bless you.
So it's me, Rhino, and the other people, and Dudley Do Right, Tyler Dudley.
Yeah, and they're all so Gorgo, they all have like backpacks, like big huge backpacks on their backs, and they're all holding like pickaxes, and they have like kind of like torches and like helmets on, like they're in like full on like mining mode. That's tink miners, not children.
So I grabbed the canary off their cart, and I just start carrying it in front for them.
Okay, you can do that. So you can continue down this tunnel, and you can see where like they reinforced this part of the tunnel. Like you don't need to roll anything to know that this was once a collapsed tunnel from, because you're smart Gorgo at this point, like everything kind of clicks to you, like this whole story. There was some kind of big magical explosion in this quarter of the city that you're underneath that caused these tunnels to cave in. And Dudley and his people have since kind of like retunneled them, and you can see them like reinforced with like fresh timber, going in and under the city.
Do I know where the dam is? Where's the water?
Well, from looking at the map, it's probably about 150 feet ahead of you down the tunnels.
All right.
So Dudley kind of waves you along and says, "Come on, it's a long walk from here." And he and his group, I'll just give them like one random token, I guess. I don't know. I'll just give him a random token here. So he and his group are like, "All right, come on, this way."
Gorgo's doing the Vince McMahon walking down the fucking. Walking
Wait,
down the line, swinging the canary around with him.
Isn't Gorgo still Hulk Hogan?
Oh yeah.
Okay, done. I'm done working. Ha.
Okay.
Let's go,
Great.
brothers.
Just so you know, you got your best rolls of your life when you were working. So
Yeah.
okay, so Dudley starts kind of like making his way down the tunnel, and he's kind of waving you guys to follow him. Okay, while that all is going on, Cassian, you remember you had a job during this mission too, and about 100 feet ahead is the part of the tunnel where everyone has to be extra sneaky, or else you'll alert the bear guards.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna cast.
So you're not there yet, so it's gonna be 2 more turns, and then that straightaway is where you have to be really careful because you're under like the main city square.
Okay.
Okay, so Dismas, what's going on with you?
What's going on over here?
We must keep moving.
We encountered a merman.
No, that merman is Dudley.
That's
I just threw a random token onto the board.
Okay.
Is Rob down this tunnel?
Okay, so make a perception check. Here, I got you. Do you have anything? So let me ask you a question. Like, do you have anything that has like Rob's scent on it that you could use to give you advantage on these checks?
I've smelled all of our party members like for hours while they've been sleeping.
Yeah.
While they've been sleeping.
Yeah.
I
imagine that to be true.
I wasn't sleeping.
I also
So go ahead, make that roll with advantage.
I was gonna say I have like the gemstone that he touched at one point.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so wait, a 16, which is a 21. So with a 21, you know that he was brought through this way. He was not brought down the brown tunnel. The brown tunnel is a visual aid for like mapping purposes. The brown tunnels are where like the non-essential routes of this map. The black tunnel is what Dudley laid out for you as like this is the route you need to go.
Okay.
So that's that's just a visual aid that I did on the map, both for myself and since you guys all learned the map.
Right.
But if you get to the end of this corridor and turn the corner, you should be able to see the 4th inlet of water. And the water is starting to get a little bit deep again, but not unmanageable. Maybe like ankle or knee deep.
Okay. I wade through and look down this corner. Okay, I once again sniff around for Rob's farts.
Okay. Great. So you can make another perception check. You can make that one. All the Rob hunting, you can do it with advantage.
I really hope the
Okay,
annex
so that's a
only your
19.
side.
That is a 19 plus 5. That's a 24. So with a 24, you know that Rob is not from this brown hallway that you're looking down, but you do hear this very faint chittering sound. And as you look, you see that the tunnel kind of goes at an upward angle and like would have never flooded. And you hear like a faint chittering sound that you identify as some kind of spider folk.
Okay.
Spider, like some kind of. Sorry, I don't want to say like that it's like spider people, like some kind of spider type animal, whether they're like spiders or something else.
All right, press on. There are spiders down this way.
Great, that was a really clutch roll. So this is where Cassian remembers that you need to be extra sneaky.
Yeah. So I will kind of get everybody together and cast Pass Without Trace on everybody.
Yes.
Do I have to roll anything or just?
No, everybody gets a plus 10 on their roll, right?
On their stealth check.
No shadows. For the duration, each creature has a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Okay, so go ahead and make a stealth check, everyone.
I used my bonus action to hide.
Wait,
'Cause
so
I can now.
okay. So Ezekiel, wait, everybody should be making these with advantage because you would think Cassian's kind of helping everyone sneak.
Okay. Thank God.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So Cassian is a 23, so a 33 for Cassian. 12 is a 22 for Ezekiel, a 32 for Dismas. Right, so you guys are all plenty stealthy
Great.
as you guys all kind of sneak down this hallway. And you remember that. So Dismas, this is go ahead and make a perception check, which I will help you do. To find Rob again. Okay, great. 15 plus 5 is a dirty 20. So with a 20, you can tell that Rob was actually brought down the hallway to your right.
Okay.
But he's not close. And you remember that you need to go south to catch up with Shane and Gorgo. So you kind of have a choice, like
An impasse.
You can go the other way and rescue Rob first, or you can press on and hopefully catch up to Shane and Gorgo first. And you also know that it's this way to the Keystone, which is what you're here for, and the Bear Vault.
So can I judge that we don't need to plug all 4 holes in order to open the gate where Gorgo is?
Well, so you don't know that for sure, but you get the sense that the water is pretty shallow at this point.
Oh, so we don't need Torment after all. Great news. Torment's that way, but we don't need him. Press on, everyone.
Okay. Now, while all this is going on, Torment, how crazy are you going in your jail cell by yourself?
I am literally smashing myself into the door as hard as I can, screaming all types of obscenities. I am threatening to
Try harder.
murder every bear, skin it, and then make love on all their skins.
Oh,
Oh
my God.
That is wonderful.
Again,
Sure.
chaotic evil.
That is wonderful, and I love this.
it is a
Have
picture.
you?
At
Okay.
least he's making love.
Not war.
Perfect.
Not more.
Okay, so while all that is going on, let's catch up with our friends at the paper factory. I see Thover caught right up to Dudley. He says, So he's walking and talking, and you guys can shoot the shit with him if you want. Ask him questions, talk to him.
Oh well, back.
Maybe he asks you a question. Maybe he leans over to you, Thover, and says, "So, what's it like? What's it like for you being undead?"
I'm not actually undead.
Oh, really? Tell me more. I just assumed you
I'm
were.
basically. It's less the stink, really.
But you can like drink people's blood.
You want me to? Hang on, let me show you how it works.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, if we get into trouble, and you need blood.
Yes.
I have a lot of blood. I've been told that I have a lot of blood.
Okay, I'll take that into consideration.
I'm just saying, if you need blood for sustenance, I'm not trying to make it weird. I'm just trying to be a friend.
But bite me is what you're saying.
No, not in like a rude way. Like I'm just saying, like if you need the blood, and then you see like the Rhinor kind of like turn around and kind of chuckle, and he's like, "Sounds like somebody's got a fetish."
Oh, it's all right. I get it. I'm handsome.
Someone saw True Blood.
Okay, while that's going on, let's back to our party. So you guys are successfully stealthing down this hallway. So as you go down this hallway, Garth, you notice that the water is not really deepening. The water's not really deepening. You guys are moving through like ankle, maybe knee deep water. And you continue moving down this hallway. Very slow as Cassian is moving at the appropriate stealth speed.
I was taking my time.
You get to the end of this hallway, Dismas, and you notice like a stone door with like marble inlaid runes on it. And I guess Ezekiel can come over here too, and everybody who's here, including Pussy Booger, can go ahead and make a religion check.
I love it.
Oh, ooh, this is fun.
Okay, so we got a 16 out of Ezekiel, a 9 from Cassian. Pussy Booger actually gets a 13 plus his proficiency bonus, so 15. Nope, 16. And so Ezekiel and Pussy Booger both get 16s. Pussy Booger kind of like walks over the door and starts to like run his hand over it a little bit, and he says, I recognize these from my training at the Paladin Citadel. These are similar to other runes I've seen. It's not a religion that I'm familiar with, but these are some kind of like warding runes that can only be damaged or can only be broken with like radiant damage magic.
I think I know somebody just like that.
Yeah.
We knew we would
That's fine.
encounter these. We need to find Thovir and
Yes.
and come back here.
We must press on. Jesus will guide us, and so will you. Follow your heart.
Okay.
The
Now
more we know.
hold on. Dismas, make a survival check here.
Oh.
I didn't mean it for everybody. Just
Is this to smell Rob?
no. So this is actually as you're coming up on another tunnel to your right that you know you don't need to go down. You roll a natural 1, which gives you a 6. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing in this tunnel that about this tunnel that would be of any interest to you. And also, you know that you still know that that's not the right way to go.
I'm taking a picture of your map right now, Dan. Look where I'm standing in your map. That's terrible.
I'm the worst scout in the world, you guys.
You're just moving my character now. Uh-huh.
Okay, so now at this point you find another place where the tunnel forks. Now at this point there's a steep drop off. The tunnel goes down another like 25 or 30 feet, almost straight down to where it's like full water, and you can peer through the water, and you can see some of those like iron water gates have like blocked the path. You remember from the description of the tunnels that's where the bear's treasure vault is, but not, as you know, not where the how did Cassian get outside of the map?
I don't know. I didn't do anything. I just ended up over there.
Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Anyway, sorry. So you see that the water gets way too deep to go through, and you know that that's the way to the treasure. But you also know that the place where you're supposed to meet Gorgo and Dudley is like right around this corner.
Okay. It looks like we'll need Torment after all to access the treasure vault. So, we've got a tough decision to make. But first things first.
Yes.
Okay.
First
And
things
while
first.
you guys can continue walking on your own through the tunnels, while you're doing that, Dudley will lead these two. So you guys keep going here. Dudley and his crew. You get to this big pile of stone, and he kind of turns around and says, "This is it, boys. Hopefully your wizards have done their job, and on the other side of this wall is going to be nothing but fresh air and treasure. And this is how we take down those bear fucks. Am I right?" And there's like his compatriots that are with him, and you see Varden is with him too. They all kind of like are like cheering for him, and they take out the hammers and they start kind of like whacking against the wall.
Let's go. Let's break this door down. Oh yeah!
Great.
Let's do it.
So you guys do that, and while you guys are making your way through the tunnel, you guys can catch up on the other side. You spend some time making, athletics checks and whatnot. It doesn't matter because you eventually break through, and you see Torchlight start to kind of like break through from the other side, and then boom, you break through, and the first person you see Pussy Booger, followed by Ezekiel.
Hey.
Where's the scout?
Hey, and then Pussy Booger says, "Hey, the red guy with the horns, Robert Paulson, he got captured."
Yeah.
Yep.
Too bad. Let's go.
And then you see Dudley comes up and he says, "Robert Paulson's been captured?"
Yes.
And he shakes his head. He goes, No, that can't be."
I'm
He goes,
afraid
"Come
so.
on.
I know where he is, so with your help, we can rescue him.
That's exactly what we've come here to do."
Yeah.
And he says,
Okay.
"Quickly, this way, double time."
Aye.
I heard John Cena in the other room. I actually do. Or is it in my mind? I don't know anymore.
You can't see it. No, I'm sorry, you're listening. Never mind.
Do.
Damn it. All right. Thank you. I don't know what happened. I got stuck.
Sorry. It's
It was
it's
like
a
a slip and
makeshift
slide.
map. Okay, Dismas, are you waiting there because that's where everybody has to sneak?
I'm still sneaky though, aren't I? I don't even know how
you
everyone
are
can
still
see me.
sneaky, but the folks that were not part of the Pass Without Trace are not going to
Can
be.
I give them
Gorgo?
Pass Out Trace?
Gorgo's
Yeah, as
been
long as
watching
they
the
stay
ceiling.
around you, that they can get Pass Without Trace.
Gorgo's
just
been
give it to
watching the
them?
ceiling the whole time.
What's that? What's that, Gorgo?
Gorgo's been watching the ceiling the whole time because he remembers the panther bats.
Oh yeah, watch out for those.
Yeah, he now knows that he's not going to fall for the panther bat trick again.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are nasty.
Yes, so
Okay.
he's looking
So
around.
then
for
here.
ceiling.
Okay, so then Dudley says, "Okay, listen. Right down this tunnel." He goes, "We're not stealthy enough. We've got all these big crates. We're never going to be able to sneak through. We'll go we have some more things to take care of on this side. Your keystones and your friend are right down this hallway.
Okay.
Who are the Keystone?
And then he says, "Pussy booger, this way. We have more things to take care of for Project Maelstrom." And then they kind of like, the two of them kind of like scuttle this way, and now you guys are left. While all this is going on, to not leave him completely out in the cold, Torment, what's going on in the jail cell, bud?
How many times have you, pleasured yourself?
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you have, like, what are you doing to keep yourself from going crazy? And keeping in mind you've been in this jail cell for about 2 hours.
Well, okay, that's not that bad.
It's not bad.
That's not
bad.
that bad.
At times, between screaming and calling out the most profane things I can think of, like, your mother was a wombat that I beat with a freaking leather tool. I am also investigating the room to try to see if there's a way I can get out from these walls, if there's a secret passage.
So actually, Rob, make an Arcana check. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to find?
No, I can do it.
No, who's gonna do it first? Arcana check. Quest. Great.
Oh, and
An 18. So I'll tell you what an 18 gets you. With an 18, you spend 2 hours plus studying this ring of runes that have been carved into the ceiling above you, to the point that you could foreseeably replicate the magic contained therein at some point in the future.
Ooh.
I like that.
Good. That's good.
Okay. We'll see. You're gonna have to make a couple more checks to see exactly how effective that could be. Magic. Okay. Gorgo, I'm gonna need unless you're staying back here, I'm gonna need a stealth check from you to get down this stealthy hall.
Surely.
But it's plus 10.
Do the prompt for me.
Okay.
I want to see the prompt.
You got it, pal.
Is normal or an advantage?
With advantage, because everybody's helping you be stealthy. But you have permanent disadvantage, so
Right.
it doesn't matter. An 18 and a 20, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Those cancel each other out. It doesn't matter. You pass the check. I mean,
It's his new turtle shell.
right,
Yeah.
but his new turtle shell gives him permanent disadvantage on stealth
Oh.
because it's half plate.
All right.
Okay, but hey, this is great. Anyway, you guys are in really good
Okay.
shape. You guys can sneak down this hall
All right. Let's go.
at your leisure.
I'm still watching the ceilings,
This way.
and
Oh, I
and
don't say that out loud.
my Gorgachu is glowing to make sure it's bright enough for everyone to see. Even though everyone has dark vision, we're just doing it because I want to give him something to do.
Okay,
Trying to
wait,
hurry him up.
Dismiss. I lost Dismiss. Dismiss. Roll a D100.
Can you push it to me?
Sure.
Do you have a
Make the-
pants
Not
roll?
Cassian.
Yes.
Wait. Oh, it's asking everyone for a roll. Just
I'll
Dismiss.
do it anyway.
No!
Oh my goodness!
Yes, we got it.
Oh my goodness! There it is.
It happened. It
Okay,
finally happened.
it finally
No.
happened. So
I didn't witness it.
suddenly,
And I
so
wasn't
first of all,
there!
Oh, Sean.
first of all, out of the hallway rushes 2 gigantic spiders that you missed with your natural one.
Oh no!
Survival check.
Jesus, natural ones
2
all
giant
day.
spiders run out and they lunge at the air at you. As soon as they leave the ground, you feel a rumble in your stomach.
Oh Jesus!
All of a sudden, the brown pants that these cursed pants that you've been wearing, you feel them like tighten around your bottom, and all of a sudden this feeling that you've been walking around with of having to poop but not being able to poop for weeks on end, if you finally feel it all pass.
Yes.
A lot of crap.
Feel like an overwhelming almost feeling of ecstasy as the pants kind of like split open in the back and just piles and piles of poop just come pouring out of your bowels, pouring. And what feels like every moment that it feels like enough has come out of you.
Were we talking about Dogma earlier?
More comes out of you until there's a pile maybe 10 feet by 10 feet in diameter.
Like Jurassic Park, the Triceratops poop.
Then
Oh.
after a moment, the center of this pool of shit kind of starts to like rise up and become like a mound and a mountain. And then you see like almost like two pseudopods of shit, almost like two like flubber arms start to like extend out of this pile of shit. And you hear this like gigantic roar. And then a gaping mouth kind of opens up in the shit and it fires shit out of its mouth at the two spiders, and they immediately get knocked back like 100 feet and like splat against the wall.
Oh,
And
it is a friendly shit monster.
And then the monster turns to you, Dismas, and says, "You have freed me. What is your wish?"
Whoa.
What a dick.
Ask him what his wish is.
You had an
Oh
ass
my
gene?
gosh. Oh, sorry. Just feel so free now myself. I should be thanking you.
We're really backed up lately.
I guess I wish I wish to learn the shape water spell.
Man, you really want to get rid of me, bro?
Wow.
I could have just actually, you know what? I have a better idea. I wish to release my friend Torment.
Oh.
That was a nice one.
And the
What's he paying you?
The Golgothan looks at you and has a look of confusion and goes, "You have no friend called Torment."
I wish to release my acquaintance named Torment.
Understood. And then with that, the shit monster, the pants that you were wearing, the brown pants, kind of like get absorbed like into the monster, and he says, "I will now return to the elemental plane of shit. Thank you for releasing me." And then, like a toilet flushing, there's like a tornado of like, and then down into the ground, and he kind of just like disappears. Torment.
So wait, he doesn't have the pants anymore?
Yeah.
No, pants are gone.
Well, so then what the hell? You ruined your armor for nothing.
That was
Is he
poor
Winnie
timing.
the Poohing it?
What?
Is he Winnie the Poohing right now? Besides his little strip of armor?
Yeah, there's no pants on.
Well, I did.
It's Winnie the Poohing.
I did leave the one strip in the front,
Right.
the one plated strip. So
Like
Also,
a-
Maybe you
like a
can
loincloth.
find somebody who can cast mending on your armor.
To be fair, I have a disguise kit. I could like sew him some pants.
yeah, so something back
Okay.
up there.
As long as you're willing to look at Dismas's
So now-
dog, it sounds like it's a good idea.
We're on a raid right now. I don't care about if you're wearing pants. Let's deal with that later.
I'm just
Okay, so
saying.
now Torment.
I'm just saying I can make him some
Torment.
pants.
You find yourself almost to the brink of insanity, like tracing the runes on the ceiling with your finger and like kind of like tracing them with your finger, committing to muscle memory, like the pattern of these runes in this like circular pattern, almost like hypnotizing yourself with these runes. Make an Arcana check. Do I have to request it from you?
No, I got it.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. With a 21, the door springs open. The door springs open, and you look at the door, and I can't make this shit up. The door springs open, and what do you see?
It's not what I see, it's what I smell, and I'm not willing to go out there.
Lock his ass back up.
I don't see anything.
Right, you see a small, narrow, 10-foot hallway, beset at one end by another door. What do you do?
I approach the door with caution and look around the surroundings and wonder why there's no guards. And wonder if there's something nefarious as I walk out.
Okay, make a perception check. This thing is so cool. This role requesting thing.
So does he have to walk down like these hallways to get to us?
I don't know.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, and with a natural 1, that's a 3 perception. Yeah, you know what? Even though your roll was really low, you know that on the other side of this door, I would feel bad, like not giving Torment credit since you did kind of guess this almost, but you feel like on the other side of this door has got to be certain death. And you look down and you see like an iron padlock on the door, and you realize like this iron padlock is like nothing. But if I is this padlock protecting them from me, or is it really protecting me from them? Like all these thoughts go through your head at once, knowing that you're completely on your own.
Here is my question. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do a bit of magic in my hand to see if I am now free of the cage spell. I try to summon a bit of fire in my hand to see if I am no longer bound by the cage.
Great. So, did you close the door behind you?
No, not yet.
Okay. So you
Objection.
you try to make a little bit of fire in your hand, and you can just barely get it to stay lit, but definitely way more magic than you had when you were like standing directly underneath the runic circle.
Okay. So I'm able, so using my ability to perceive, do I understand that there is a causality that the further I am away from these runes, the more I am able to access my magic?
Yes, you do realize that. But before you take any action based on that fact, let's get back to our folks who first of all, freed themselves of cursed pants. Second of all, just met a shit demon who I will let you know that in this case, it was 2 spiders. But at any point in time, if the demon had been summoned, it would have destroyed any enemies that were inside.
Those are some sweet trousers. I'm sad.
Like any enemies. Like if you could have been in a mob of like 50 guys.
The T-Rex.
And that thing would have come and like nuked the whole room.
Love it.
And you kind of wasted it.
That was
but it was fun.
I know we did. I wasted it freeing Rob and killing 2 spiders, but hey.
No, that's okay. So hey. So Thover and Dismas, you guys are standing before these like marble runed doors.
Over here.
So to the right of you on the map, you see like this marble door with like inlaid gold symbols. And you remember when Dudley was telling you the plan, Thover, you remember he said something about the priests of Luba.
Okay. So this is the part where they need magic.
Mm-hmm.
You're up. Get us through there.
Yes.
Why don't you check that door to make sure that door is not going to backfire on me first?
It's perfectly safe. We've already checked it.
It's up to OSHA standards.
Thover, make an insight check.
Oh.
Here.
Oh, here. Send me one of your things.
Insight.
Oh.
They're fun.
Yeah, so you believe them when they tell you that they've checked it.
Mhm.
Perfect.
What are you waiting for? We don't
All
want
right,
other
open it.
options.
So I
That's
cast
good.
Sacred Flame, but I make like a big show of it. I make it look way more interesting than it is.
Great.
Well, shit, I thought that was a cantrip.
Great. So describe exactly what it looks like. So you've got this white door, like floor to ceiling, inlaid in gold, and like all of these runes and like pictures of like all like carvings of bears. Like what do you do?
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move to this side of these guys so I can put my back to them. I'm going to do a lot of moving my hands, but it's going to be all nonsense. Extra show of my shoulders and everything like that. And I'm just with my fingers. I'm just going to do what I just cast the spell. No big deal.
Okay, and when you do that, a beam of light like radiates from like the middle of your chest, and then like kind of like behind you, and like when it goes behind you, like your hair and your beard kind of like blow in the wind from the thing like going behind you, and like you're backlit for a moment, and you look almost like an angel, and then this door goes flying off its hinges.
Ooh. I can't trip.
I'm coming with you.
Okay, and then you see the second seal, another similar door at the end of this hallway. And you also see another hallway to the left that looks that you know is not where you're supposed to go.
Okay. Is
I
this the
smell
same?
spider poop.
Is this a similar door here?
Similar door
All right, I'll do the same.
with all of the same flair or less flair.
How many people are in the room right now? Is Dismas in the room? No. All right, same, or not the same. I'll just do it.
Wow.
The door also goes off of its hinges.
We only
Actually, I should not be leading this pack.
I'm coming with you. I'm coming.
Okay,
Okay.
and as you turn the corner, you see the third seal, third alabaster door covered in runes.
Ooh.
And Gorgo starts clapping you up like, you can do it, brother.
Hell yeah. I start playing I am the real American.
Dude, three cantrips in a row. I'm tired.
Hold on. Are you more tired from 3 cantrips in a row, Shane, or are you more tired because you had 3 spells hit in one session?
Whoa. Hey, I'm not Dismas.
Yeah.
Oh.
With the third hit, it's a
like
good
6
thing
dice
that
today, and
doors.
Three of them.
Let's just say it's a good thing that doors don't have to make dexterity saving.
Mhm.
The door flies off of its hinges, and now you see what was once like a brown, blackish, like moldy ground. Now you're walking on like pristine white tiles.
Ooh.
Gorgo's gonna lead the way.
And Gorgo, as you turn the corner, you see a room lit by like faint magical torchlight, and a podium standing in the middle of the room. And sitting on that podium is this blue triangular, like porous, almost like a lava rock, shaped like a cone. And you recognize it immediately that it matches the keystone that you took from the coral basilisk. And it's
Gorgo
sitting
starts
there
sprinting.
on top of this pedestal.
Gorgo starts sprinting and going after it.
Great.
Oh no.
You take it off the pedestal, and nothing happens.
Puts it on his neck and he runs back.
You have now obtained the second keystone.
Mhm.
And we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll rescue Torment, we'll loot the bear vault, and we'll be done with Bjornheim.
Really? There was no fight or anything there?
No, man.
Gordo, I'm
The
glad
fight
you
was
just.
against
we
the
survived
fight was
the
against the doors.
spiders.
Gorgo,
Yeah, I mean the
running.
spiders, and the doors were the big enemies here.
That's hilarious.
Tight.
Everybody.
Alright, so you got a couple minutes.
I'm just glad Jordo saved us 20 minutes of having to try to figure out where that room was trapped.
Yeah. I know. Sometimes it's good to bring that guy with you. Yeah.
Good point. I didn't even think about that.
You.
The stream is probably unwatchable. I just realized this AC is like so loud.
I can't hear anything.
That's weird.
Mute this for a second.
No, your microphone's completely blocking it out on my end.
That's nice. I can't even hear you guys. It's so loud.
Yeah, I do hear it buzzing a little bit in the background, but
Okay.
yo, Justin, I got an Abba Zaba on the fucking story the other day. Abba Zaba. When was the last time we had an Abba Zaba candy bar?
Never in my life have I ever had one.
I regret not just throwing Torment to the wolves. That would. I feel like that would have been more funny, / more what an evil party would have done.
Oh, he's not out yet, bud.
That's true, but it would have been. I think it. I should have just learned the spell. That would have been funnier. It would have been eviler.
True. Remember, he said he's chaotic evil.
Yeah.
So
All
wait, Jordan.
right.
Jordan,
I'm
can
back.
you eat that right now so you can tell us how it is?
All right.
Nah,
So you've obtained the third keystone.
but I will.
All right, back to Rob. Rob, where you at?
Not here.
All right, so I have all three of the keystone pieces on my necklace now, right?
You have 2 keystone pieces.
Who's got the other one?
We only have
It's at the Temple of the Tiger King.
Oh, they said you have all three.
No, you have 2 of the 3 keystones.
Okay. Sorry, I got confused. I'm sorry.
Are you wearing a necklace with keystones on it right now?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
It's my magnifying glass.
Okay. So anyway, you've obtained the third keystone, and now where are you guys headed? Now you're headed to get Torment.
We are going to rob this place of treasures.
Okay. Well, you need Torment for that.
Ugh, do we?
You do.
Alright. Because it's behind those iron
I have
gates.
enough money.
Oh, I want to look. I want to just peek in the room that was holding this keystone.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm trying to move on the Twitch stream.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
All right.
Here.
Mm.
Oh, that was almost a 1 again.
Okay,
It's all
that's a
ones today.
24. So with a 24, you examine the room, and you find that this room is some kind of a shrine to the bear god Luba.
Oh yeah, Luba.
Fucking Luba.
And
Luba
you
needs bones.
actually find that you're able to free a couple of like small gold idols, which are like little gold bear idols, and that is about all you find in this room.
So is the way the water comes into the room, we've obviously noticed it. Is there any like metal that I could melt that would stop the water from coming in?
Yeah, there's iron doors.
Because I do have heat metal.
There's chains that have like a plunger, like a toilet, with a log.
Yeah, so I think, unfortunately, I think you are out of luck.
All right.
But
There's chains holding the logs that function the iron door.
Yeah. Okay, but you guys can now head on back.
Oh, that hallway's
What happens if we go down one of these tunnels here?
I don't know.
You die.
The spiders burrow above water, so don't go on any trails that leave the water's edge.
Yeah.
Don't go off the path.
Don't go off the path.
Don't go off the path.
So yeah. Okay. Where is Dismas going?
I'm leaving.
What the? What? Hold on. Let me bring you guys back to the map. I did something. What? Stop. Why?
I found a shortcut. Follow me. Take the keystone and run. Every man for himself. Okay.
Okay. So Dismas. Where? All right. Wait. Hold on. I lost Dismas. There's Stover. All right, Dismas. Go ahead and make a perception check, kind of like hunting for Rob again.
This map is huge.
It's a huge map. Okay, great. With a 21, you realize that this path right here is definitely where they took Rob, like down this hallway. Even though it wasn't marked on your map, this is where they took Torment.
Okay.
I think we went too far, Ezekiel.
Everyone, come follow my voice.
I'm here.
Okay.
Wait, I see where you're at. You're down one of these hallways. Oh, I'm so far away.
Ezekiel, I'm with you.
All right, I see him. I'm coming back.
Okay, so
Wait.
Cassian, Ezekiel, and Torment are together. Thulver and Dismas.
Wait, who am I with?
Wait, no, it's
Oh, I'm
me.
sorry, Torment.
Gorgo.
I'm not with anybody yet.
You're still by yourself.
That's why I'm leaving my video off. Nobody knows where I am.
Okay.
Man, we're shooting this like go through the black part. That's what she said.
Hey.
These freaking guys. There they are. All right.
Oh, we're back. By the
Okay,
way,
you all together.
yeah,
Where's Cass?
Where?
she's in the
Guys,
tunnel.
I'm fine. I got you.
Okay.
Okay. He's down this way.
I can smell his fear.
Okay, now as you are treading this path, I'll just tell you, like 4 huge spiders like drop down from the ceiling, and just as that happens, like 4 sort of like columns of like shit reach up out of the floor, and then they grab the spiders and kind of just pull them down into the ground, and then like a 5th column comes out of the floor with like a little face on it and gives you a little like poopy wink, like
Nice.
Swooping wing.
and then disappears back into the floor.
Could you call it a shit-eating friend?
Hey.
You guys are spider free thanks to the Golgotha.
Thanks,
Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fart in thanks.
Thanks.
Okay. Now, Dismas, you sense that Torment is very close. Torment, what are you doing?
I am examining the door. I'm pressing my ear against it to see if I can hear anything. I'm investigating it well.
Make an investigation check.
Anything back this way, guys.
No, Dismas is going the right way. Great. With a 21, you hear the ever so faint sound of your bumbling idiot friends coming to rescue you.
With that, I bang on the door and tell them to alert them to my presence.
Okay, great. So you do that. All right, everybody, you hear, you don't actually see a door, but you hear banging on the rock walls. And you hear like the sound of the hollow sound of like pounding iron, like, but all you see is stone walls.
Gorgo.
I'm on the other side of the world. I'm coming though. I hear you.
Can we check and see if there's anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check.
There's more hallway down this way.
Yay! This is like one of those mazes where you have the scary girl from The Exorcist pop out at the end.
Okay, so with an 8 investigation, you find nothing. Torment, what are you doing to this door, bud?
Where's there a door?
I after banging on it, I choose to try to shape water and break the lock.
And you feel your magic returning ever so gently, and you burst through the door, and you freeze off an entire section of rock wall that goes collapsing and careening into the hallway in front of your friends, and there you are.
Yay!
Yay!
Saw,
Oh, it's
dude.
you.
Where is he?
Here I am.
Great.
I'm here.
I don't see him.
I hope you had some time to,
Think about what I've done.
Oh, there he is.
Wait, I feel like we're missing a person. Where the fuck is Gorgo?
There you go.
There he is.
All right. Not
Okay.
for nothing though. If we have to go back to somewhere like all the way down there, can you just move us there for the sake of time? It's like
Yeah.
Okay, well, so the short answer to your question is kind of. So here, I'm gonna move you all. Nobody touch your shit, otherwise you'll end up like in fucking Bjorn or something. Okay, so here we go. So you get to about here. Okay, wait, right here, where you're about to come on that shortcut that you took, and then Dismas is in front, because of course he is. Hold on. Oh. Okay, Dismas is in front, and then you, Dismas, you make a perception check.
I sure do. It's a 1. I just know it.
Oh, you make a perception
Ooh.
check. It's
There
a
you go.
16 plus 5, 21. With a 21, you don't actually smell any creatures. You just smell smoke. You smell like billowing, burning smoke. And then out of this path, there's like a huge cloud of smoke. And then emerging from the cloud of smoke, kind of like coughing a little bit with like rags over their faces, it's Dudley and all of like the other people from the GPS. They go, friends, there you are. I see you've rescued Robert Paulson.
yes,
Yes.
of course.
Is Pussy Booger keeping up his concentration?
And then he's coughing, and every time he coughs from the smoke, he has to make a concentration check. And he's like, so far so good.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Let's just sit you down in a corner.
And and then Dudley says, all right, well, this is where we part ways for good. The exit is going to be this way. And he points like down the tunnel, like, look at my mouse, like this way. And he says, this is where we part ways.
Well, it's been interesting.
Yeah, I say thanks, Dudley, and I punch him right in the face, like a good, like a pugilist society goodbye, just a pop,
Counterspell that.
Ah!
bitch.
Yes, you still punch like a bitch.
Oh.
And he says, I'm sorry that you won't be able to access the treasure.
Why not?
And he says,
Put him
well,
back in the cell then.
he says, well, I'd like to think I've been more than honest with you, so I will continue that honesty. What you are seeing, and the smoke is just billowing out. He goes, you see, you never trust a person who has a paper factory. You see, as you may or may not know, one of the byproducts of paper manufacturing is wood alcohol and wood pulp.
Wood
Mix
pulp,
those two things together with alchemist's fire, and you get a highly explosive compound. And then you all kind of listen, and you hear kind of like all these like explosions happening like back through the tunnels. And he says, you may have noticed, if you weren't so focused on your quests, you may have noticed all around the city and you all kind of like individually kind of remember all of the stores that you went to, all the places that you went to. Every time you saw people scuttling boxes, you saw these huge crates with the Project Maelstrom sign kind of like stamped on them. And he says, we've been planting these crates of explosives all around the city. You see, I told you we were going to take down the bears once and for all, and I meant it. And he says, right now, simultaneously all over the city, there are explosions and fires happening as we take down this evil bear empire. There's no sense in going back this way for you, for you'll never escape. And he pulls like a black pouch out of his bag and out of his like shirt, and he tosses it to you, Dismas. And he says, you'll need these. I always knew that I would be giving these to you before you left. And he tosses you this bag, and he catches it, and then he says,
now
quickly,
I know what they
go.
are. Okay.
And he says, now quickly, go out this way. That's where you'll find the exit. And, don't bother following us. And then as the smoke continues to billow, like he and all of the folks kind of like barrel back into like the smoke-filled chambers, and you see like smoke kind of like coming from both directions, coming out of here and also kind of like coming from behind you. And you really only have one way to go, which is this way. We're going to draw some smoke.
Wait, we can't follow them. It's the smoke to go find the treasure anyway.
You certainly can.
I don't know if I trusted them.
I can read the smoke, so it's not even an issue.
Yeah, but Rob, you can feel the fucking magic emanating from this bag, and it's like the most magical fucking shit you've ever seen. So,
all right, fine. Let's
yeah.
Oh well, then in that case, I say fuck it. Let's roll.
Yeah.
And then Dudley does say, he says that bag is going to be way better than any treasure you find in the Bear City vaults. And besides, even if you can breathe through the smoke, the collapsing tunnels will destroy you.
Ah, yes.
And Dismas's one length of cloth rises slowly.
Passing by iron gates.
I poop just a little bit more.
Okay, and as smoke starts to fill the tunnels, since you asked me to move you so you wouldn't have to, I'm just going to go ahead and move you folks.
Yeah, just post where we need to be. It's going to be cheap. We can't go through the walls.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea how huge this place is because I have literally only very little bit of the map.
It was massive.
Okay, so then you're all running down these hallways. Smoke is behind you. There would normally have been chittering spiders behind you, but every time a spider kind of drops from the ceiling, another like pseudopod of shit reaches out of the ground and yanks it down into the floor. I mean, there was some combat scheduled for this
we haven't had combat in like 3 months.
Well,
that's not true. The Pugilism Society was a great battle. I knocked you the fuck out.
I just want to say, like, in a very meta sense, there is a mega dungeon in your like immediate future.
Okay, hello.
Which will be plenty of combat. But yeah, so you guys are running. You're being chased by spiders, and every time a spider drops out of the ceiling, another pseudopod of shit reaches down and sucks it into the ground. And you guys continue. Do I have to do all the running? Okay, fine.
As I'm running with them and see these shit streams popping out of the wall and sucking down spiders, I go, "What the fuck is this shit?" Literally.
Okay, and then you find yourselves. You kind of get to the end of the tunnel, and it's like a little stream, and you find yourselves like washed out into like the big river that sort of flanks Bjornheim. And as you find yourselves on the coast of the Bjornheim River, in the forest, you see the entire city in flames. Every building, every wall, the entire people. You hear the sounds of people screaming, blood-curdling screams. You can see kind of like where the city walls are on fire and people are like, there's mayhem. The entire city is just this huge, gigantic bonfire.
So I pull out my guitar and I just go like start like playing a little song. It's just like all around me are familiar faces worn out places, you know, and it's like this like haunting melody just starts.
I step out in front of the group as I
Yeah,
view the
haunting.
flames, turned back and said, "You wouldn't let me use fireball, but you're gonna allow that shit."
Hell yeah.
Did we run by any iron gates while we're running out of there? Because I would like to have opened them and flooded the place if we could.
It's too late. We're already in the
so
bank
it's too
for-
late. There's explosions all over the city, and you
It's
see
gone.
like sections of the city starting to like here. You see sections of the city starting to like fall, collapse in on itself as you guys are all sitting kind of camped out on like the shore here, just watching the destruction of Bjornheim. So here, the whole thing is on blue. The fire is blue for some reason. I don't understand why myself.
That's the hottest part of the flame.
The hottest part of the flame.
Exactly,
The
yeah.
whole city is on fire.
It's like SimCity.
The whole city is just being destroyed. And then you quickly go back to here. Yep. And here's a sight for sore eyes. Here's something you haven't seen in quite some time.
What's
Yeah,
a world
right.
map? We have a world map for this?
Oh my gosh.
Do you
Oh,
remember when
my
this campaign was a hex crawl?
Mhm.
Grumbles!
I
Really?
do. That was like last year.
Where's Grumbles?
Grumbles, you haven't seen Grumbles since the Coral Basilisk.
He's got the boat. You guys
Yeah,
showed
well-
up with the boat? That's awesome.
Yeah, where's our boat?
Your boat, you don't know.
Okay.
I
But
do. Favors should still be with Grumbles.
Oh God.
you know what? Favors been in a lot of places at the same time, Robin. I'm trying to be cool, but
All right, fair
a
enough.
lot of Grumbles has been everywhere. Or Torment, your Favor's been in a lot of places. But anyway, so alas,
Does he have multiple favors like the girl from Umbrella Academy?
Mm.
I don't know. So you leave the Bjorn.
Put it this way, I just cast Find Familiar again, and he's there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You leave Bjornheim in ashes. So many questions. So many people you could have saved. So many things you could have stolen if you knew the whole place was going to burn down.
I knew.
Bap and his maps. Tiny Jack and his weapons. The pawn shop.
The birthday cakes.
The birthday cakes. Todd Sweeney and his meat pies.
Winnie's fat ass.
Winnie's fat. You don't know who. And most importantly, one of your greatest allies of this campaign, Exotic Zhao.
Oh.
As
Oh, that's right.
Wait, is he dead?
he was in the city when it burned to the ground.
We can
You're
only
the
hope
only-
that he
You'll
was on
never
the right side.
recover from this.
You quickly look
Only hope
around
he was on the right
for
side.
survivors, and you see no survivors. The whole thing was a fortress. It was impossible to get into, and except for the six of you, impossible to get out of. So anyone who was inside, presumably
Wow.
burned alive. Cassie, and you quickly look for survivors, and you see no sign of any survivors.
Not even the she probably
Not
flew
even
away.
Hydra, the monk.
Ugh.
She's like Obi-Wan. She probably like sacrificed herself, you know, but like didn't even really even die. Like her, just like robes fell, you know.
Maybe
Yeah.
all of these things you could have
Uh-huh.
seen, but you guys didn't. I mean, you spent 3 months of real lifetime in the city. I think you know.
Hey, we'd have to
open
pay
your
rent.
silence
That's good.
for the.
So
bear
you tell me I could have just killed Tiny Jack and just been and just stolen all of his shit.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you
He
could have.
hated you, man.
We're an evil party. We don't.
I thought that was such a good like. I was like, oh man,
Again, I
Tiny
offered
Jack.
Fireball a
I
lot.
love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so now it's about the middle of the day.
Okay.
Wow.
And you have a couple of things that you talked about wanting to do. You know that you could head south to Watershard Village. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes away.
I think we got a water
Head
element
west.
kill.
You could head west by northwest to the Temple of the Tiger King. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes away.
Bezos.
Say what?
We gotta go after Jeff Bezos and the Wolf Pack.
Yeah,
No, it's not Jeff Bezos. It's Jeff Lobo.
yeah.
I'm assuming Dismiss, what you have is the water breathing potions, correct? Have you actually checked the bag?
Oh,
Nah,
the
not
bag
yet.
is full of rings.
Oh,
Ah,
Bag
What
is
is-
full of rings.
I would like to identify them.
Yeah, let's see what these rings do.
So Dismas opens the bag, and you see inside this bag are 5 silver rings. Each ring has a gemstone on it.
Ooh, can we all roll to see like what one we get?
Well, there's 6 of us. There's 5 rings, so
Yeah, but maybe they do different things.
Well, Dismas
No.
already has one on.
Okay. I don't know. Which one does he have on? What
yeah,
color is it?
remember.
So the stone in Dismas's ring is black.
Oh, what are the other colors on the rings?
So I'll tell you them. But of course, do I have them with me right now? No, I have to look them up because
I want the green one.
what are they called again? The adornments.
I want the
Want
white
the one that's large enough to fit on a cock. No, kidding.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. So you have. Let's see. There's one blue gemmed ring.
Mm-hmm.
There is one yellow gemmed ring.
Mm-hmm.
There is one. Let's see. There's one with a red gem.
Mm-hmm.
If you do purple, are we in Infinity Gauntlet right now?
No. This is this is out of a book that I
Okay.
wrote a long time ago.
It's fine. Your color scheme is getting a little close.
Okay. Then there is one. Oh gosh, I don't know which ones you would get. Let's see. So here I will just tell you what they are. Okay, there is one yellow gem that is called the Ring of the Ogre Pantheon.
Mm.
It increases your strength and gives you plus damage and attack on melee attacks.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, I should definitely get that one.
Then there is another one that is called the Ring of the Wind Serpent.
Mm.
It increases your dexterity and it increases your attack and damage rolls from unarmed strikes. And also critical strikes from unarmed strikes restore 1 key point.
Well, I think we know who's going to be getting that, right?
What color
Okay.
is that one?
Again, I think I should wear that one too.
Then there is the Ring of the Broodmother,
Mm.
which Dismas has already put on their finger. It increases dexterity. It gives you a +1 to attack and damage rolls with finesse or ranged weapons that are made with advantage, or when flanked by a friendly creature.
I'm gonna ask Dismas for that one too.
Okay. Here, you know
I'm
what?
trying
You
to
wanna
make an
go
Infinity
full-
Gauntlet here, guys.
So you want to go full evil, Rob?
Oh yeah,
I thought I was there, but I'll go on.
yeah. I think he's already there.
I don't know how much farther can you go?
Don't test me.
Gosh. So, okay. So who still needs rings?
I do.
All right. So okay. So good. So for Ezekiel, there is the Ring of the Vampire Queen. It's a purple gem. It gives you +2 to charisma, or give you +2 to charisma. And after you hit with an attack or a damaging spell, you restore 1d4 hit points to yourself.
Oh.
Girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that too.
I kind of want to trade you, but I know that's not.
Not gonna happen.
Being able to
And
feel
then,
myself.
so
would be
who else?
fun.
So okay. So then we have Thover and we have Torment. So there's not. I guess Thover, you get a ring with a white pearl on it. This gives you +2 to wisdom, and your healing spells and abilities heal an additional 1d4 hit points.
Okay.
And then Rob, you can there's actually 2 that you could take. I almost like, how evil do you want to be?
The evil one. Give him the evil one.
Yeah,
I
so
think I think I'll be gravitating towards the evil one.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Rob,
Again, I'm still pretty pissed they didn't let me burn down the city and then let somebody else do it. You
So-
guys are dicks.
good, Rob. So your ring actually has a black pearl on it, so it's almost like the opposite of Thilber's ring. It has a black pearl on it. You get plus to intelligence and plus to wisdom, but you get minus to strength, dexterity, and constitution. And you make death saving throws with advantage.
Nice.
That works. Sucks that I'm losing dexterity and whatnot, but it is what it is. The dexterity is probably
Either
the worst.
that, or you can also, I mean, look, I'm pretty flexible here. You could also have the Ring of the Draconic Wizard, which is a red gem. That just gives you straight up plus to int, and then critical strikes from spell attacks restore spell slots.
That's pretty good. That's really good,
Oh,
actually.
that's the one I want. Yeah.
That's the one.
I feel like the evil one had a hidden curse or something that was going to help you, but
That's true.
No, I think that. So I think that happens. That happens later.
It's another story.
Okay.
The Ring
this
of
is
Ogre
great.
Pantheon, right?
Ring of the Ogre Pantheon.
I got it. Is it attuned already, these rings?
So no, so you just got them, so they'll be attuned in one day, but really they'll be attuned in one session, because I have to add them to your character sheets.
I already did.
But
we just got.
So wait,
huge
are we?
upgrade.
So as
so
are
here's
we
the thing:
all?
you guys went from a party that started on a crashed ship with no armor and no weapons. You made it all the way to level 7 with like the shit that you found on the
Just
ground.
fucking underwear or not at all. Yeah.
Right?
No,
in your fucking underwear, hitting people with branches and shit. And then within like
Hey, that's what I
sessions-
still have. I'm still using a quarterstaff.
Yeah.
and then within 2 sessions, you got magical armor and these magical rings. These magical rings are pretty fucking badass.
Yeah.
They also, so I'll tell you more about them.
Is it the Dark Conclave?
What?
Is it the Dark Conclave? The Dormant? Yeah. Let's go.
So, as an action, the wearer of one of these rings can sense the presence of any other creature that is attuned to any of the other rings within 1 mile of you.
So like
Okay.
the Ring
You
of
can
Mordor.
also communicate by speaking aloud with any other creature that is familiar to you that is attuned to one of the other rings, as though you were linked by the telepathic bond spell.
It's like a
Walkie-talkies?
walkie-talkie. Yeah,
That's
walkie-talkie.
fucking awesome.
So you now have full walkie-talkies, full find each other anywhere, and magical armor.
That's so cool. Good add on that. That was awesome.
Yeah,
I mean-
right.
Fucking
Damn.
Dudley.
And
just
I'll
hold
tell
on-
you-
hold on
We
the
did
shit.
just buff up big time.
I'll tell you, and like your characters don't know this, but I'll tell you because I love you all. These items also scale with you as you level. So right now they're all in their dormant state, which they give you like a little bit of juice and some stuff. As you continue to level, these rings, these are like artifact centerpiece of your like kit, and they will continue to get better and better as you go. Helena was also wearing one. You guys don't have a druid in your party, but I'll just spoil for you in a meta sense so that you understand. Helena, the reason why Helena was able to turn into all those different animal folk was because she had one of these rings that allowed her to wild shape into like different humanoid creatures.
Like
Oh,
Mara and Beatrix.
Bellatrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all the same person.
Damn, I should have looted her body.
Yeah, man. Well, here's the thing. What I propose the party does is spend 2-3 some amount of weeks just on salvage mission. Like, I mean, yes, we're all jacked as fuck already, but like,
Oh,
There's an
wait,
entire
before
city.
you go on, I'm so sorry. One other thing I have to tell you. You all leveled up.
What?
Sorry, now Dismas, what happened? We lost Garth. Garth's coming.
We're going to scour the ruins. That's what he was attempting to talk to us about.
Yeah, we're gonna do a grinding mission. We're gonna go to Water Shark Village, and we're gonna grind up on that.
No, that's not what he was. Nope, that's not what. I don't think that's what he intended.
You want to go back there so bad.
I get the water gem.
I was kidding about that, Gorgo. It was a joke.
No.
I mean, I don't know if it's not worth it or not, but it wasn't sincere.
Wait, oh, Garth, you're muted.
Muted, yeah.
Still muted.
Level
Like
8.
he has something really profound to say.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can get a feat now.
Come on, Dismas. We're ready.
I feel like I don't really want to improve any of my abilities.
These
Well,
have
I'm
been
giving you, just so you know, I'm giving all of you these items before you do your ability score increase for level 8. Wait, hold on. Let's wait for Garth to figure out his audio.
Or you get an ability score increase or a feat, though. I feel like
Feats
I
are
wanna-
sick.
I know. I want to go with the feat. I never go with feats. I'm gonna go with the feat. Now I just gotta find one.
The ring gives me +2 to strength, and I'm already at 18 for strength. That brings me to 20. Can I get over 20?
So
Yes.
I have to go back and look. I spent a lot of time on these rings over time. And I think no, but I don't remember. Just have to let me think about it.
Okay.
See, when I go to try to choose a feat, it doesn't give me any feats.
Yeah, I mean, I have like a couple.
So what you
but,
have to
like-
do is look up feats online, and I can add them to your characters.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Go to
Thank
the
you.
RPG bot to make sure it's feasible for your thing and not like a worthless ad. That's what God told me. The thing called RPG bot. And type in your class and your feat and find out what feats would be good for you.
Is that the one that had like all like the colored like?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been to that site before. Ooh, Lucky is a really good one to have.
Oh, Lucky's my favorite.
Yeah,
Lucky
Lucky's
is
a really good one. I'd like to get that too.
That's supposed to go kill merfolk.
Lucky's a really good one.
I do have that Lucky Rabbit's foot. That makes sense for me to
Test,
have.
test,
but
test.
I could have a +5 Constitution. Which means what?
At level 8 plus 40 hit points.
Yeah, I got 92 hit points.
Test,
total.
test.
Yeah,
Test,
there you
test.
go.
Test, test.
Yeah.
Okay, we can hear you now, Garth.
All right. That was annoying. Yes. So I just typed into the chat, but Watershard Village does level us up because the elemental pumps up Jordo's club. Plus, Project Mayhem has commenced, so we have to go kill anything that we can kill. So, let's go.
Why do you have to kill anything that you can kill? I don't understand that part.
Project Mayhem. I thought we were just bringing down all of civilization. Isn't that what we're? Just in Dudley's honor, right? I feel like we have to. He just gave us these sick ass rings.
Yeah, he kind of wants us to go kill shit.
For Dudley.
Did I
For
get it?
Dudley!
For Dudley.
Hey, you did get a ring. You got the ring. What did you get? The ring of the Forest Rider. What was it called? The
Who?
ring of the Wind Serpent. So you get +2 to Dex, +1 to damage from unarmed strikes, and also critical strikes restore key points.
Cool. Cool.
Jesus, Elven accuracy. You can gain dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma score by 1.
So wait, we're level 7 now.
8.
8.
Level 8.
Have you been a level behind everyone the whole time?
It doesn't matter, we haven't fought anything,
It's like,
yeah.
does that really just happen?
Oh shit, you get 2 ability scores.
No, you get +2 to 1 or +1 to 2.
Right.
Sorry.
I get a cool piece.
How did you know that you were getting rings, Garth?
Because you asked me last session if I recognized that ring, and it just dawned on me what you were talking about when you handed the bag of rings.
Oh, well, it's just a bag of. Didn't have to be a bag of rings.
I'm going to take a feat. I have to do some research to figure out which one I want.
I
Yeah.
think the best feed available for anyone is Lucky.
It is one of the best.
I don't know exactly what you are, but I mean, that was.
You're gonna take that instead of an ability score, you mean?
I'm probably gonna. I mean, it's a dump. It's a dump for me if I get ability score, if I get a feat. But luckily, at least I have the luck points, so I can keep doing D20s.
Dan, does the ring give me an odd number or even number of decks?
The more chance I have,
I think it gives you plus
20.
2.
Okay.
Oh,
Plus
Mine
2, but not more than 20.
does that go for everybody's ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's ring is plus 2, but not more than 20.
I'm like already max. I don't need
Oh,
decks
that
anymore.
changes a
I
lot of
can't
things.
even have
Okay.
any more max. My potion's already bringing me up to whatever, some ridiculous number.
Yeah, I'll be at 92 HP if I do double Constitution dunk. Wait, but I'm at 18 right now. Why wouldn't I do that? And I'm getting plus 2 for my strength. I'm confused. I need help.
There's a bunch of stuff.
Ooh. I also now get to add my wisdom modifier to all damage done with my cantrips.
With your clit,
Yes.
I believe that's what he said.
I heard it. Got a powerful public floor.
Oh, you found them on D&D Beyond. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ring of the Ogre Pantheon, dormant state, but it's not giving you the plus 2 strength.
Yeah, I added mine on. It's
Oh, but
not-
you have to be attuned to it, Jordan.
All right, so
But it's still not. It's still not.
Are we done with everything tonight so we can attune it now?
What if I do like a long rest? Will it attune itself then?
I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. I'll make sure in the intervening couple of weeks that we get all these tuned up. Maybe I don't know.
It's in a dormant state. It says.
Yeah, but it should still be giving you the plus 2 to strength.
Is it alright if I get rid of my half plate that I have in my bag?
You can
Sure.
sell.
I mean, you could try and sell that.
All right, fair. And I was like, what am I carrying a half plate in my backpack? It says 40 pounds of heavy weight. Does anyone want a half plate?
I can't use that.
Can't use it.
Oh yeah, all my stats, man. Like my charisma's now +5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I tuned
But
it.
Jordan, yours didn't work for some reason.
Yeah, it's unattuned, unequipped. I mean, it's equipped and it's attuned. It's just
It's not giving you the plus 2.
Yeah, it's not giving me the plus. Wearer gains +2 strength and gains +1 to attack and damage rolls from melee.
Let's see. And then Cassian, you're already at 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're already at 20 decks.
Are we done?
Oh, because you took the ability score improvement at level 4. So you can take a different feat at level 4, or you can take it a different, like you can go back and tweak your ability score thing.
So you want me to do a feat instead of ability score?
Yeah, but you don't have to do it right this second. I'm just trying to figure out like how. So
The only feat it lets me do is firearm specialist.
no. So if you Google a feat, I have like almost every feat unlocked.
I've got 3. 'Cause I have to do it for my other.
One time I smoked a bunch of weed and I just went on and I just started buying a bunch of like the books that give you like the different like and then like I was like, damn, I have a bunch of stuff and I was like, oh yeah, I spent like $40.
But it's like all the ones you want, not the shit you don't want.
Yeah, I mean Lucky's a really good one. I'm not heavily I don't know, we'll see but that one maybe everyone likes a Lucky Bard, you know?
It's the truth.
Okay, so yeah, so Garth's worked. Garth's at plus
Mine,
five.
I was already at 19, so I mean I'm at plus 5 charisma and I'm already at a 20 with it anyway. So I think it was plus 2, but I don't think it really matters then. So I think
Yeah.
I had a plus 4. I think it went to a plus 5 and stopped.
So I gotta fix Jordan's.
Should I do like a
What's it called?
modifier?
Ring of the High Exarch.
Say that again.
No, I'm on Thober. High Ring of the High Exarch. And yeah, Thober's doesn't work either, but we'll go in and fix it. Okay, what do you guys want to do? We can take a break and come back. We can, and if we wanted to play for another little bit, or we can quit for the night. And when we come back, we do a little bit of hex crawling. I'm open to you guys telling me you want to go back to Watershard Village. I'm also open to you guys saying you want to go straight for the Temple of the Tiger King. I will tell you. Well, I won't tell you. I want you guys to decide.
Well, yeah, I think what we should do tonight is decide our next move, so that Dan can prepare it, perhaps.
That's a very good idea.
Well, let's go to Water Shark Village.
They go to the water shards.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
Water Shard can buff Borgo that much more, so we have a tanky tank, a
yeah.
nice chunky tank. I'll take it.
I feel like we are ready for anything at this point, but I also want to do some more hex crawling.
Borgo already has psychic
I
damage.
know, me too.
because
I like the hex crawl.
Wait, well, how do you have psychic damage,
There
Jordan?
was this little dragon that had gem eyes, and I took the eyes out of its head, and then the gems exploded and floated into the mall.
Oh, so we already got the elemental upgrade then. I forgot about that.
It was a drag. It was like
Right.
you wanted a sick pet or something like that. You gave us a lizard with cancer.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Remember that was the it smokes a lot. Sir smokes a lot or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Really,
I said, I want a sick pet, and I.
No, it said some sick loot or something. Or
Oh my god.
And you gave us a lizard with gem eyes, with pink gem eyes. That when I plucked the gems from its eyes, it died.
yeah.
And then I got 2 psychic powers for it. I had it somewhere on my last page. But yeah, that happened. You did that.
So that means that your weapon does an additional 1d4 psychic damage?
I think, yeah, it was 1d4. You're absolutely right.
Okay, well, so I do not have that currently in your sheet, but we can easily add it. That's okay.
But then but if I get the water gem for the water elemental,
Then you'd lose the 1d4 psychic damage, and you'd gain 1d6 cold damage.
oh yeah, we're gonna do that instead. Should I keep the psychic damage? What do you guys think?
Psychic damage is, if you're min-maxing psychic damage, I think the least creatures have resistance to psychic damage, so psychic damage is already kind of the best damage you can have.
But I can max, like, if I do like a critical, right? So I can max get 8 hits from that, 8 hit points, but I can max get 12 from the other hit.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, up to you.
Can this water, this cold damage gem, can anyone else use this on their weapons?
No, you have that magical mace, and Rob is the only one who knows the ritual to convert an elemental. Remember, you had a chance. You had a fire elemental
Yeah.
in your grasp at Dr. Antelope's compound, and you let it go.
Well,
I
we're
do.
riding around.
I do remember that.
Yeah, we did chase it.
Well, listen, I'll tell you this. I'm ready for you guys to take on the Temple of the Tiger King. That
Oh.
shit is ready for you. That's gonna be 4 sessions. It's gonna be a long play. And it's gonna be the opposite of Bjornheim. I expect there to be very few social encounters.
All right, a lot of fighting.
You can also
Fireball.
You can also, well, so what I will say is it's going to be a game of conserving resources. But yes, fireball.
Hey, Rob, can you make sure that when you say fireball, you say it like Pitbull from now on?
Is it like how?
Fireball.
I got
Every time you say fireball, I'm like, why is nobody?
Oh no.
Is
I
it
get
grade
it.
No.
5?
You're good. Yeah, I got you.
It's a worldwide.
There's like no feat that protects me against ranged stuff.
All right, we're taking a smoke break. Come right back for the conclusion of tonight's episode. Brought to you by Primordial Secrets. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Or we just conclude right
All
now.
right, DM Gorgo. Wait, Justin, you getting tired, dude?
Yeah, I gotta be up early. I figured that's our move is we're not going to Watershed, right? We don't really need to go to Watershed. Is that what we just decided?
Yeah, I thought we were done until we were going to Watershed next time.
Sure, yeah, we can just main quest it. I'm cool with main questing it. I mean, I also just feel like I don't know.
Wait, I thought so. Did we get the elemental, that water one, or no? We ran away from it.
How about we go after our boat? Can we check on the map to see where our boat is?
Yeah, the boat would be cool. I still want to build a fortress and just like start collecting taxes from all nearby cities.
We have the dams. We still have to find some dams.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
We have a dinosaur to slay.
I mean,
Ride
maybe-
first. We're gonna ride it.
so our
There's
plan-
also so much more map to explore.
There
really
is so much more map to explore. I'm excited.
Sure,
Alright,
let's just
so-
main quest it for a little bit longer. I don't know though. When we were hex crawling before, we were so weak, and it was like we couldn't even engage anyone. And now now we can go just
The only
wander
thing
around and
is-
kill panthers, and that's
Don't forget
Yeah.
about the T-Rex.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I have all this gear I just bought from town that can let me set up big game traps.
Okay.
Like I purposely
Let's do
bought.
one thing before this session ends tonight. We need to move out of this hex into another hex.
Okay.
Should we just roll one hex? Which way are we heading?
6.
Okay,
Yeah. Let's do it.
here we go.
We'll see if your dice are all broken.
No, I spent a lot of time fixing them. We're moving normally through the jungle, not along a road, and we're not near. Well, we are near a city technically, but we're not near a city. Are you
Yeah.
exploring speed or traveling speed?
We're just nosing
Exploring.
along.
Exploring. Might as well explore.
Yes.
We ain't
Math
in a hurry.
rocks.
All right. Travel begins at 2:51 p.m. Traveling by daylight. The party is exploring normally through a region of jungle terrain. The T-Rex. You all listen for the T-Rex, and you hear nothing.
Mm.
The weather is normal.
Mm.
It takes you 6 hours to travel this hex.
Weird, it's not raining.
It's not raining.
Yeah, right. For the first time ever.
First random encounter. You are being charged at by 10 panthers.
Kill him.
Fire.
This is what I've been waiting for.
There it is.
Gorgon.
And so let's see. Battle maps.
That was like the hardest random encounter.
No, the giant crabs were the hardest random.
Crabs,
Yeah,
yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah,
the
Cassian,
giant crabs were the hardest.
Okay.
Except for Cassian. Cassian didn't have a problem.
Yeah.
So anyway, here you go. So you're traveling through the jungle, and you see a pack of giant panthers. You see 10 or regular sized panthers. Excuse me. How dare I suggest they might be giant panthers? Let's see. Panthers. Not panther bats, right?
No.
Oh. Then we'd run.
Gorgo hid under their table. They tried to lift him.
Here we go.
Goro has in his shell, and I'll ride his shell like a
Come on.
surfboard.
Gorgo can't do strength check yet. Gorgo still has to not do a strength check.
10 Panthers charging at you.
I'm going even more glass cannon. I decided. I figured it out. I could have done a defensive thing, but I'm just going more damage.
And should we pick up our campaign here the next time with 6 adventurers versus 10 Panthers?
Fuck
Yeah, like that's gonna take.
Have Garth roll 100 first.
Again, you guys getting in the way of my fire.
Now I still have to roll a d100, but
Yes, yes.
just for
Oh,
fun.
you're not cursed anymore.
Yeah, but now he's just regular pooping.
He just
Just
proving
regular.
himself.
Yeah, it's just regular.
Regular
I'm just, now it's just regular.
You at some
Dismas
point-
lost all control over his sphincter.
Here's my question: Does Dismas at some point dip Hexblade, and your patron is the shit demon?
I know, right? That's actually I should have done that
Yeah.
right now.
You may be converting to the shit
Yep.
team then.
That would
Um,
actually level me up quite a bit. I'd be too strong. I would make the rest of the party irrelevant. I probably should.
Well, but no, because your charisma is so low, and if you,
Doesn't matter. I just kill everything.
yeah,
Hexblade is a really good idea, but I'm not going to do it.
I know. I read the. All right, we can turn off the stream. Thanks everybody for watching. This has been a blast, and I'm so happy that you finally no more cursed pants.
I
and we're
know
out of-
that was very exciting.
Fuck the bear people.
I mean, I pooed my pants.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
Pooping your
Watch.
pants is cool.